Did you watch the video I put up?
Yep, I did. Watched it this morning.
You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, let's do that. What do you want to talk
I don't know.
about it?
What you think?
Um,
Kind of
Sounds like
interesting video, but I think that's kind of what everybody has to deal with. I don't know if everybody saw that, but I went through a couple of hunts where it looked like almost a sure thing, where I was going to get on action for sure.
yep.
I went and I hunted by Dave's place, and I went in the back and I saw a deer go through. So I get down and I leave and I sneak out, and where that deer went through into fresh snow, there's like 10 sets of tracks and a couple big buck tracks. So I know during daylight when I saw the one deer, all these deer came through because they weren't there when I came in. So I sneak out thinking, well, I can come in tomorrow and kill them where I saw that deer. And then I get back in further on the farm, and another bedding area had a whole bunch of deer come out. And I look, I can still see them feeding out in the cut cornfield, and I just sneak out of there. And when I come back the next day to hunt, here my little trespasser buddy's back, and
Yeah.
he had driven all over the farm on an ATV. Luckily, he got stuck in the mud, so he didn't get all the way to the back. So I thought, well, maybe I got a chance. So I went back there and hunted. And while I'm hunting, I can hear him doing donuts out there, and he's doing donuts around my truck and stuff on an ATV and stuff. And not one deer moved on the farm, so he kicked all the deer out of there.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, we took care of him. The landowner had him served with a trespass warrant. But then the next day, I go and I find where deer were coming out of the cattail marsh going into a cornfield.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of just a little bit backtrack them, see where they're going in, back out, go back and get my stuff, and I come back, and there's some pheasant hunters in the parking lot just leaving their truck. So I drive by, let them get out, and come back, and there's like a grassy area on one side, and then the other side's got just cattails, and then there's a little island of like dogwood and stuff out there where the deer are coming from, where it's not pheasant territory at all. But I just didn't want those guys to see where I went. So I go over and I slip over the hill, and I get to where those deer, all the tracks are coming out of that bedding area, and I hear something. Look up, I can see orange in the bedding area, and here the guys are out there, and I can hear them talking about deer tracks.
Mm-hmm.
So while they're pheasant hunting, they're scouting for deer for the doe season. So that ruined that spot. So then I go scouting some more, and I find this spot where there's just so many deer tracks, it's unbelievable. And it just looks like it's really going to be something. You can see some good looking bedding areas, but it's an area that gets pheasant hunted just like crazy. It's all grass, and nobody really deer hunts
Right.
there much. So I get in there, and I went back home, got some stuff, come back, and now there's tracks going in there and out, but they just go into the grass where kind of not where I want them to go, but like, probably won't hurt me too much. I get in a tree, and a little while later, I hear ding, 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 and here comes a dog with a bell on, and a guy. And literally, for the pheasant hunters to get to me, they got to either go through this deep dike or cross this little tiny land bridge. But all the deer were crossing that land bridge too. So this guy stops, starts looking at the deer tracks, comes in. I whistled at him. I get no response. His dog comes running right over to me when I whistled, and it's standing underneath me, wiggling its tail, looking at me. And he looks over and yells, "Jake!" And the dog runs over by him. And I'm wearing an orange hat, just so that people will be able to see me if somebody does come back there. So you can't miss me. And my stand platform was only 4 feet off the ground. It got me just
Yeah.
up into the brush. So you can't miss me. But he goes straight out into the brush, and I'm like, okay. So I'm like, okay, he's going to probably go and pound the grass over there. And I'd heard a pheasant in there cackling. So I figured he heard it too, probably. But he's in there. I never heard a shot or anything. He's in there for quite a while. And it's getting close to closing time. There's like 15 minutes left. And then I hear something to my left, and I look over, and right out of the buck bedding area comes his dog, and then comes him. And he walks straight to my tree, right underneath me. And at 6 feet, he's standing 6 feet from me. I go, "Howdy."
Yeah.
And he just ignores me, walks past, walks in a circle around me. I just film him the whole time. And he walks out. And then I just got down and I leave. And then he's at the truck. So I had the camera running when he was telling me, "Oh, were you out there hunting? I didn't see you. I didn't hear anything."
Yeah.
Pretty sure he knew I was there.
Yeah.
But,
That's funny. I don't know. He just,
well,
yeah, kind of weird. It was odd that he never looked up at you or anything, did he?
no, he didn't make eye contact or anything. I mean, there's a possibility maybe he didn't know. I mean,
Yeah. Was he an older guy?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He could sure hear me talking at the truck, though. I mean, how could he not hear howdy? That
Yeah.
sound. But whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he's preoccupied or whatever. But my point is that that's what everybody deals with.
Yeah.
But when you turn on YouTube or you turn on the show, any of these channels anybody has out there, all they show you is the positives, and it makes people feel like they're inadequate, like they're doing something wrong when this stuff's happening. And that's why people struggle so much. They're like, why is this happening to me? It's not happening to anybody else. And it's happening to everybody.
That's right.
You go through a lot of those hunts before you get a normal, decent hunt where you actually, everything goes right,
Yeah. Yep. No, that's true. I think that's what's the draw to like stuff like what we do is that real life scenario. Not so scripted feeling,
Hey everybody, if you like the channel, make sure you subscribe right here. And if you like the clips, I got 2 more options for you. 2 options right here. Subscribe right here. See you guys.